Hey y'all. So this is another video with me. I'm gonna change the pink inside of this SVG. So as you can see, when I just brought it in. I have all this extra space, and me personally, I just like cropping the images down because I don't want the extra space saved when I export it. And I just do this as like it's just one of those like first things that I do, you know. But if it doesn't bother you, then don't worry about it. So anyway, second thing I'm gonna do, I always make a duplicate because I don't never want to have to go find the image again and then import it and all of that stuff. If I make a mistake, I'll have to do like 1,000 backs. So I'm looking at this now and I'm thinking I kind of want to make this psychedelic picture end up being in the glasses as well as in this bow. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to rasterize, and I'm going to go into the pixel persona. I'm going to hide this for now, and let's pull this is a select tool, as well as you have select, and then you can try doing select sample color or tonal range or same object color and so on. But I'm going to just click this tool here and click and drag. You just click a little bit and drag a little bit so that it selects all the pieces inside of it. Do you do this if you want to maintain, like for instance, I see the black here. I want to keep that. All the little lines. I click all of those. And then I click the glasses. Let's zoom in. And I'm looking. Okay. And then I'm going to add another layer. I'm going to rasterize it. And then I pick the paint bucket fill tool. And I turn this into red. So, and I can see what other what other sections I've missed. So I'll go back inside of the image, the pixel image, back with the brush. And then you have two modes. So you have your add mode and your subtract mode when you actually, like we're talking about this one. But if I wanted to add more layers to this, I'll click the add. And then I will click the other parts of it. I don't want it to necessarily delete it. And then I go back to that layer, click the fill tool, and then I'll go select, deselect, and then I look to see is there anything that wouldn't be showing. And right off rip right now I can see that I'm missing some of the black area. So I could come back into the pixel, select this, make the selection tool, and I will click this, click back on this layer here, and I will delete. I can do the same thing where I can hide this, click back on the pixel layer, or I could go select same fill color, and I want all of the black. Actually, I'm doing this wrong. because I can't see the line right now because I have not zoomed in enough and my brush is too big. If I redefine it, I can go in and that takes too long. And I like to do things quick. So if it's more trouble than it has to be, I literally just will I'll look and see what's missing. And I'm missing 3 parts. And I'll just delete this. I'll deselect. And I'm keeping this in here in this part of the video if I actually do put this video out, because sometimes you mess up. Everything is always perfect. Sometimes you actually have to do something over and over again, and you don't have to get frustrated. You just zoom in or zoom out, take a breather, and do it again. So I'm going to do the same thing I did with the other one. I'm going to click on the pixel. Let me make sure I rasterize this just because I might forget later. And then I'm going to pick this tool. I'm going to add them to each other, and I'm just dragging. And now because I'm zoomed in more, I can see what would be missing. And then see if I zoom in more. What ended up happening was that the brush was big and it took this whole section again. So I just switched back and forth. I went to the subtract tool to put the line back, but I would click back on the add tool and then refine it so that I could get back the space that I actually wanted. And then I would do the same thing here for this part of the bow. I'm going to do that. All these big sections here, I'm going to grab them. And then I see here that it has some of the black, so I'll click the subtract. And I want to keep the black. Go back to the add. And then clearing it up. And it's just pretty much patience. Like I said, every program is kind of nitpicky or finicky, and you guys have to have patience. And most of the time, a steady hand, of which I do not. So actually, let me see. From what I have so far, oh, I'm missing something. The glasses. And I'm trying to see if there's any more black spaces that I've missed, but like maybe here. to get back this pink area here. We need this piece here. I'm gonna have to subtract here again, as well as here. And I'm gonna smooth this a little bit. Zoom out, zoom the fit. Look at it, and you see the marching ants. So then I click the bucket tool, go back to the new layer, and then I'm just gonna press the red to see if there's any pink showing through. I don't see any. And then I'm gonna take this and I'm going to move it. I'm gonna deselect first. I'm gonna move this and I'm gonna span it. So then what you want to do is you're going to click on the layer, you bring it up into the top one, and you move it over so that it's nested inside. And this is how you nest inside. And now I have the image, um, this part of the image inside of here, and everything's all random. If you didn't want to turn it, I mean, you don't have to. But like I said, I'm leaving this one to show you two things. One, not everything that we do when we make these videos is always like a perfect one and done. Sometimes you actually have to sit and exhale and take your time for you to get all the little bits. And as you can see, like all the little bits from the bow is showing through in here. And then if I wanted to, like this mom part of the mom life, I could keep that or I would take it off. I mean, it depends on if I'm giving this to a mom or like say my sister or something like that. But yeah, next time you're doing something like this and you see all this that you have to like, it's frustrating, just breathe. You got this. Later, y'all.